Good afternoon, colleagues. If we can just please settle down so that we can just establish the quorum. Please, everybody, take your seats so that we can just establish if we've got a quorum here. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, colleagues. We are 52 councillors present today, which means we quorate. I'm going to start off the meeting with a moment of meditation and silent prayer. Okay, thank you, colleagues. Item 46, notice was given in accordance with point 12.2 of the Standing Rules and Orders, as we were unable to quorate on the 12th of April 2023. Item 47, application for leave of absence, that will be dealt with administratively. Then with regards to the acceptance of the agenda, you would have received an addendum on your table with regards to a court case, which council is cited as the second respondent. I would just like to request that we add that onto the agenda, that we can maybe just speak on that. But I would need a majority to vote for us to add it on the agenda as an addendum. So if it's in order with everybody, can we just vote on adding this as an addendum?
Madam Speaker.
Sorry, yes, Councillor Rampai.
Sorry to disturb you, Madam Speaker. I don't know how to put this in order for you to understand me, or the rest of the House to understand me. And I'm doing this with respect on you and everybody here. I'm just worried about some of our colleagues which are not here. I see the House is empty today. We don't know what is happening. So I will humbly request that before we accept the agenda, can we maybe postpone this meeting? Otherwise, I'm afraid some of us who are here will be forced to leave the House. And I'm doing that with respect. I know we are here representing our people, and I also respect our people. We are here for our people. I respect them. But for the sake of those who are not here, can we postpone the meeting? Thanks, Madam Speaker.
Councillor Snyman van der Deever.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Just a question. The councillors absent behind me, did they tender apologies, and at what time, and individually or again as a group? What was the situation? What is the situation? Thank you, Madam Speaker.
I received apologies from one councillor, but that's the only apology that I received. Councillor Vivier.
Madam Speaker, I would just like to make sure, and maybe I haven't heard properly, are we curating at this stage? And how much are we? Thank you.
We are co-rating, and we are 52 councillors present. Yeah, excluding me. If you count me, we are 53. Councillor Mongale.
No, thank you, Speaker. Speaker, we hear the concern from the councillors who have just spoken about the other councillors who are not here. But we also want to place it on record that it has been reported that all councillors have been duly informed about this meeting, and there is a case study to this matter. If you remember the story of Tshwane Metro, in a case where councillors deliberately choose not to attend the meeting, the council have got the right. In fact, the council has got the right to institute investigation against those councillors that are absent without an apology, and we can also file a civil claim against them. And this is what the court have decided on that matter, and it was a very interesting case because some of the people who are not here are the ones who approached the court. Their party approached the court on that matter, and they were granted their wish. Now we are saying you can't have different rules for different places. If that rule is applicable in Tshwane Metro, it's applicable in Mangaung Metro. Those councillors must be held financially liable. I insist they must be disciplined for recklessness and also failure to respect the community of Mangaung. Because this council is very important to elect the mayor who's going to steer the ship that will be able to provide services to our people. Other people are obsessed with getting positions, not serving the people. And we are saying they are being exposed today that the agenda is only about positions, not about serving the people. And I'm saying they must be held financially liable for being absent without any excuse and not following the standing rules and orders of the council. And they know what they should do. Such councillors must be disciplined.
Thank you. We are busy with an internal legal opinion to address this issue of non-attendance, especially without an apology. Councillor Rampai, if I can get back to your request. As was stated, all councillors did receive, sorry, Councillor Ganaga. All councillors were served with notice of this meeting. Like the procedures in our standing rules and orders, if you are unable to attend the meeting, you must render an apology at least 12 hours before the meeting. And as was stated, there is case law with regards to boycotting a meeting, not attending a meeting. So unfortunately, we cannot postpone this meeting for the mere fact that some councillors did not attend the meeting. The only thing we need to continue with this meeting is a quorum, and that we do have.
Sorry, Speaker, I just wanted to add that the same thing happened in Mogale City, where councillors were deliberately not coming to council because they didn't want council to co-rate, and they were suspended and dismissed from council. So I think we must further, as this council, move that these councillors that are deliberately not coming to council for us not to co-rate be dismissed from this council, because they're not serving the city, they're not serving the council, they're not serving the community. They're basically here for themselves and for their political parties, and they're costing the city and all of its taxpayers millions of rands in litigation. So I think through your office, Speaker, we can just move to dismiss all of these councillors. The standard is 3 or more council meetings that you did not come to, they can be dismissed. It's in the Structures Act. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor. Then I'm going to continue with point 48, acceptance of the agenda. Can I please get a vote that we add another item with regards to the interdict served on council as the second respondent? No, I just want to know, can we add it as an item for now? So we need the majority of the House to indicate we can add it as an additional item. Thank you, councillors. We will then be adding this under item 54. So it will become item 54.2. Okay, then with regards to item 49, announcements, I just want to inform council with regards to the tabling of the draft IDP and budget. Please take note that we still have to table the IDP or the draft IDP and budget for the 2023-24 financial year, and we must do that by the end of April 2023. We have asked the MEC of Treasury, MEC Brown, for condonation for the late tabling. I can just also tell you if we get everything finalized next week, we will most probably call this meeting on the 25th of April for the tabling of the draft IDP and budget. Then the previous speaker commenced with the public participation program on the 20th of February 2023. That with regards to the IDP, to get inputs from the public with regards to the IDP. That program was successful in some wards. However, a total of 27 wards are still outstanding. And next week, Tuesday, 18 April, we have clustered some outstanding wards in Bloemfontein for 2 sessions. And on the 19th April, we will be in Botshabelo and Tabanshu to finalize the IDP public participation processes in these wards. Then on the agenda today, Council is expected to elect 2 office bearers, namely the Executive Mayor and the Council Whip. We accordingly requested the IEC to attend today's Council meeting and to manage the election process. However, we received Councillor Thomas, yes?
Thanks, Speaker. I just want to check with you. Are we not adopting the agenda?
Sorry, my apologies, Councillor Thomas. Okay, sorry, councillors, we're returning to item 48. Can we then adopt the agenda with the inclusion of the additional item under 54 with regards to the court case? Okay.
I move for adoption.
Thank you, Councillor Mokoena. And the seconder? Thank you, Councillor Mackay. Apologies. Okay, then returning to 49, announcements. We did request the IEC to be here. However, the MEO indicated they will not be attending the council to perform the election process due to safety concerns. But committee services will handle the election of the 2 office bearers, as was done by the IEC last time next door. Then I also just wanted to add on that the National Cabinet Rep team, or the National Cabinet Rep and her team, is absent today. We had a discussion about this. We may continue with the business of the day without them being physically present in the council chambers, seeing as the documents that are in front of us has been ratified by the National Cabinet Rep, and also, as was indicated by the National Cabinet Rep team, any decisions we do take here that has got financial implications can then also just be ratified by the National Cabinet Rep after the council meeting. So I just don't want that to be an issue. Okay. Yes, Councillor Ganaga.
I'm sorry, Speaker. where is the team of experts? Because I only see 1, 2, 3. I'm not even sure if the two ladies are part of the team of experts. Surely they should also be part of this council meeting, or are they too important to be here? Because isn't it the NCR different from the team of experts? Isn't the NCR different from the team of experts? Where's the rest of them?
Apologies, Councillor Ganoga. I'm not sure what you're referring to if you're speaking about the team of experts.
No, they're acting HODs. They're almost different from the NCR is one group, and then the experts are another group. The acting HODs are another group. They should be here because they were invited to this meeting. It makes it look as if they are politically affiliated when they're not here.
Yes, unfortunately, I've only received apologies from the National Cabinet Rep and her team. We will follow up on where the other HODs and the ACM was today, as we did not receive any apologies from them. I then want to move on to item 50, reports from the Executive Mayor. There's none. Then item 51, reports from the Speaker. The first item is the election of the Executive Mayor.
Speaker. Speaker, before we proceed, I just want to check with you, do we still have acting city manager in Mangaung, or we don't have acting city manager anymore? Because I see he's not sitting there, then we are not getting any report. Where is he?
The acting city manager requested the Director General to be withdrawn from Mangaung from the 1st of April 2023. However, we haven't received any communication from the office of the Minister of Kohta stating that he has been withdrawn and the way forward. So as things stand now, the ACM is still the ACM. Ntati Tebogo Motla Shiping is still the ACM, but he is not present here. So we are following up on that. I am in the process of writing a letter to the Minister of Kohta to request further detailed information on the withdrawal letter that the ACM wrote and the way forward. Okay, then, once again, item 51, reports from the Speaker. We will now move on to the election of the Executive Mayor. You will all have a report in front of you with regards to the election of the Executive Mayor. I'm not going to read through the whole report. I'm just going to read point 6, the recommendations. A, that council take note of the report, and then B, that the Mangaung Metro elect one councillor to serve as the executive mayor on a full-time basis. Do you not take over here?
Speaker.
Okay. Okay. Yes, Councillor Pretorius.
Speaker, may the DA just request a 10-minute caucus, please, if possible.
Okay, 10 minutes caucus has been granted. Okay, colleagues, then just for procedure's sake, I'm just going to read the following on page 3 at B, the formal requirements for the election of the executive mayor. A nomination must be made on the form determined by the municipal manager. The form on which a nomination is made must be signed by 2 members of the municipal council, the proposer and seconder. A person who is nominated must indicate acceptance of the nomination by signing either the nomination form or any other form of written confirmation. C. Announcement of the names of candidates. At a meeting to which this schedule applies, the person presiding must announce the names of the persons who have been nominated as candidates but may not permit debate. D. Single candidates. If only one candidate is nominated, the person presiding must declare that candidate elected. E. Election procedure. If more than one candidate is nominated, a vote must be taken at the meeting by secret ballot. Each councillor present at the meeting may cast 1 vote, and the person presiding must declare elected the candidate who receives majority of the votes. Elimination procedure. If no candidate receives a majority vote, the candidate who receives the lowest number of votes must be eliminated, and a further vote taken on the remaining candidates in accordance with item 6. This procedure must be repeated until the candidate receives the majority of the votes. Okay. Okay, thank you, colleagues. We're then going to open up the process. Can I please have nominations from the floor? Councillor Mongale.
Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, I nominate Councillor Papi Mokoena for the position of Executive Mayor.
Thank you. Do I have a seconder? Councillor Rampai.
Madam Speaker, I second the proposal.
Thank you, Councillor Rampai. Any other nominations? Councillor Mokoena, can you just please publicly state if you accept the nomination or decline the nomination before you sign?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I humbly accept the nomination to serve the people of Mangaung. Thank you very much.
Colleagues, then, is there any other nominations? Okay, then I'm going to return to section D, single candidate. If only one candidate is nominated, the person presiding must declare that candidate elected. So congratulations, Councillor Mokoena. You are now the Executive Mayor of Mangaung Metro Municipality. Colleagues, I'm now going to allow a few minutes, but literally I'm going to allow 2 to 3 minutes if there's anybody that wants to congratulate Councillor Mokoena as being elected as our Executive Mayor. Councillor Pretorius.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. From the Democratic Alliance side, Councillor Mokoena, Executive Mayor of Mangaung, you are now the first opposition mayor since 1994 in the Mangaung Metro Municipality. Congratulations. This is truly history. And from the Democratic side, we will support you 110%. We are behind you. And I know with you in the seat and all the opposition parties behind you, we can drive this municipality in the right direction. Let's fix this city now. Now is the time for the residents. Not politics. Now we're going to bring service delivery back to the people. Thank you.
Councillor Snyman van der Dever.
Van Deventer. Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Yes, history indeed, Executive Mayor. We now have an opposition speaker. We have an opposition party member as our Executive Mayor. And this proves that people who believe in the truth, who believe in fighting corruption, who believe in that we owe it to our citizens, to the people who voted for us, to ensure service delivery, to ensure that we are there for them, not for ourselves, that we are there to ensure that they get the services and everything that we promised everybody of us in our election process or in our election campaigns. We need to make sure that those promises are kept. Unfortunately, the majority party did not do so. And sometimes good triumph over bad. Sometimes we are fortunate in people working together for the betterment and the good of society. Executive Mayor, the Freedom Front Plus will also support you in trying to do what we're supposed to do, in trying to be the best councillors for our people. We will support you and in everything you do in this endeavour to make good of all of our election promises. We all promised our people better service delivery. We all promised them that we will make sure that their lives will be better because we are councillors, because they voted for us. And so if that is what you are going to do, know that we will support you in that. Again, congratulations.
Councillors, sorry, I also forgot to mention at the beginning of the meeting, please all phones on silent or flight mode, or even better, switch them off. There's a lot of interference happening with phones going off and ringing, etc. So please, switch off your phones. Councillor Rampai.
Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Honourable Speaker, it's Councillor Van der Roos from the Patriotic Alliance. I think you mistook me. You are used to Rampai sitting here. I apologize.
Councillor Van der Roos, I was actually mentioning Councillor Rampai
that
from the
one.
ACDP.
All right, I'm on my feet now. He can go after me. To the newly elected Executive Mayor, Councillor Mokoena, from the Patriotic Alliance side, we trust you shall draw on your experience to restore the city to its former glory. We are hoping to see change. I don't want to go on about service delivery. The dire state of Mangaung speaks for itself. So from our side, really, we are hoping for opportunities for the youth and employment. We hope to see that. Once again, congratulations.
Councillor Rampai from the ACDP.
Yeah, thank you, Madam Speaker. That is my brother on top there. Thank you, Madam Speaker. I think this is the historical moment in Mangaung. And the executive mayor, Ntate Mokoena, ke nahana o tseba Mangaung haholo. And o tseba mo Mangaung e tswang hona teng. So today, this is the speech I read on 22 of November. I think I'm going to give you the same thing to you, sir. Honourable Speaker, ACDP wish to congratulate the elected Councillor Mokoena on his position of being Executive Mayor for Mangaung. ACDP commits itself to work with you and your office to ensure that the government of the local unity continue to deliver the services to the people of Mangaung, called City of Roses. Executive Mayor, I still repeat again, batho ha ba lwane hobane ba hloka mesebetsi. Batho ba lwana hobane ditshepiso di sa phethahale. Honourable Mayor, ho etella batho pele, you need, very important, the wisdom of God, from God. I quote Executive Mayor, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. For the Lord gives wisdom, from his mouth comes knowledge, understanding, and power. And the power belongs to him." Executive Mayor, if we can go through the words of God and Otshepa Modimo in this short period that we have been elected to, and be the man of integrity, and listen carefully, and do whatever the people of Mangaung has voted for, you will succeed in your position. I congratulate you. Thank you, sir.
Any other councillor? Okay, thank you, councillors. I'm then moving on to point 51.2, the election of the council whip. I'm just going to, The council whip will be elected with the same procedure as we elected the executive mayor. Do you want me to read through it again? Or, okay. B, formal requirements. A nomination must be made on the form determined by the municipal manager. The form on which a nomination is made must be signed by 2 members of the municipal council, the proposer and seconder. A person who is nominated must indicate acceptance of the nomination by signing either the nomination form or any other form of written confirmation. C. Announcement of names of candidates. At a meeting to which this schedule applies, the person presiding must announce the names of the persons who have been nominated as candidates but may not permit debate. D. Single candidates. If only one candidate is nominated, the person presiding must declare that candidate elected. E. Election procedure. If more than one candidate is nominated, a vote must be taken at the meeting by secret ballot. 2. Each councillor present at the meeting may cast one vote. And 3. The person presiding must declare elected the candidate who receives majority of the votes. F. Elimination procedure. If no candidates receive a majority vote, the candidate who receives the lowest number of votes must be eliminated and a further vote taken on the remaining candidates in accordance with item 6. This procedure must be repeated until a candidate receives the majority of the votes. We will then proceed with the election of the council whip. Nominations from the floor, please. Councillor Pretorius.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I would like to nominate Councillor David Moswebu.
A seconder, please. Councillor Pretorius.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I would just like to second the nomination. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other nominations? Okay, thank you. Councillor Massieu, may I ask if you accept or decline this nomination?
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. I accept the nomination.
Any other names, nominations from the floor for council whip? Okay, thank you very much. Then I'm once again going to D, single candidates. If only one candidate is nominated, the person presiding must declare that candidate elected. So congratulations, Councillor Massieu. You are now the new council whip of Mangaung Metro Municipality. Thank you, councillors. Then I will once again afford everybody 2 to 3 minutes if you would like to congratulate our new council whip. Councillor Pretorius.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I would just like to congratulate my neighbour, Councillor David Masiu, Chief Whip of Council. And again, history in the making. The first Chief Whip in Council from an opposition party. And I know you're going to bring stability and discipline back to Council. And the duty of a Chief Whip is not always to whip, but to support as well. And I promise you, Councillor Masiu's got the character to support, and he's got an open door policy, and he will implement stuff in this council for councillors to make our job easier, to do our work on the ground. Congratulations from the Democratic side. Thank you.
Any other councillors? Councillor Snyman van Deventer.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. Die nuwe raad sweep. Baie geluk. Namens die Vryheidsfront Plus sal ons ook ons samewerking vir u gee. We will support you, and in all councils we know you will ensure discipline, and we know that you will do a better job than your predecessors, so I'm not going to say you have big shoes to fill. We know that you will be the example of the future council whips. Baie geluk.
Councillor Mongale.
I hope I'm not going to speak long.
Please.
Speaker, we wish, as African Alliance of Social Democrats, to congratulate the new council whip, Councillor David Masiu, and we believe that we are going to work together with him as all parties, because we have interest of the people of Mangaung. We love an orderly council, and we would also want to see this council being driven from the office of the whip. We want to see a situation whereby the whip will not be an opposition to the speaker, but will be a partner to the speaker in terms of the law, in assisting you to perform your duties. And we would also want to see the activation of the multi-party meetings, whereby the speaker will assist us, the whip will assist us, so that we must be in a situation whereby when we come to the council, we have already narrowed the issues. Where we differ, we need to find a way of discussing them outside this meeting, because inside the meeting, I cannot say I agree with you because I'm already implicating my position or my organization. But outside, we can engage, disengage up until we find one another. And this is his role that is going to play. And I'm pleased that it's a character that is cool and collected. It's not going to be excited like the previous one. He's going to be cool and be able to accept the responsibility that comes with that position. And we congratulate him, and we also pledge our support as African Alliance of Social Democrats.
Thank you, Councillor. Any other councillors? Councillor Leach.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. First of all, congratulations to our newly elected Executive Mayor and our newly elected Council Whip. I think from our side, we would also like to thank yourself for ensuring our safety and for continuing to push that Council continues. And I think it is also important to thank each and every single councillor sitting here today who, despite of intimidation, still continue to serve and to fulfill our democratic obligation and to come to this council meeting and to elect our executive. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor. Any other councillors? Okay, thank you. I then want to move to item 52, reports from the Audit Committee. There's none. Item 53, reports from MPAC. There's none. Item 54, this is in committee reports. So I would please request the media, if you can please, what's the word? Be released. And then also the live streaming. Happy? Can the executive mayor now address us?
More than happy. Thank you very much, Speaker.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, fellow colleagues, the people of Mangaung, the media. Since I did not prepare any speech, I'm just going to borrow from the wisdom of Councillor Elizabeth Snyman van Deventer, and I'm going to take a little bit of the voice and the eloquence of Councillor J.C. Pretorius and borrow from the militancy of Councillor Sebolao, if that is okay. This is a fairly very humbling experience, and I am fairly very aware of the enormity of the challenge that is facing all of us. I am aware of the sacrifices that councillors have made to be here today. I am aware of the support that councillors who have been pushing for the past 15 months to say, we as Mangaung people, we deserve better, and never relented at any stage, no matter how hard it was, to continue to push to push and ensure that the people of Mangaung get what is rightfully theirs. I believe last week we started that historic moment, and today we are reinforcing to the people of Mangaung. Change is here, and positive change for that matter. So the municipality is in a very serious situation. And without you, we can never be able to lift it out of what it is. I have accepted to be the steward and the servant of the collective 101 councillors of Mangaung, who have been sent here by our people to be trusted with saying things are not right, go and fix them. And today we have sent that message to our people that we are up to the task. We are serious about ensuring that their rights are observed. We are going to be serious at work, and we respect them in particular. And it is for that reason that I say, councillors, we have sent a message to the employees of Mangaung that change is here, that change is possible, that we want to invite them to be part of this historic moment of saying they, as employees of Mangaung, they are also on board in ensuring that our people get what they deserve. Because we know how the structure of the municipality is, we know the issues of capacity that we lack. But without our people who have been sacrificing, and we should not take them for granted, we are going to reach out to them, and we are reaching out to them today to say, embrace this change, work with us, and let us serve our people. And to the people of Mangaung, we know it has been hard. We know it seemed impossible that one day you'll live with dignity. But we would like to also invite you, as part of this historic moment, to be with us, because only together can we be able to overcome the difficulties that we face. It is a no one man's job, but I understand fully the implications of a leaderless organization. And I offer myself, and I've accepted with humility, to be able to, to the extent possible, give myself to this project to ensure that Mangaung, once again, rises as it has always been. We want to make sure that we take back Mangaung and we give our people dignity. We have got to fix the mess in this municipality, and it's nobody else's business, but it's our business. And I also want to thank all the parties that have been part of the project to say, can you also pass our thankfulness to the different political leadership in spite of difficulties of saying what is the solution for the people of Mangaung, for them to trust us as the people of Mangaung with a Mangaung unique solution to our own problems. I thank all the leaders, national, provincial, who have been part of trying to say, we have our own ways that we do things, but they've given us that opportunity, and we are not going to waste it. I thank you all very much, and I say to all of you, please, this is a no one-man show. The collective wisdom that we all have here, the energies that we all have here, you are going to be respected, you are going to be embraced, and you are going to have to be a partner in how we make this thing work for our people. We know the other politicking issues, we can do them, but let us put Mangaung first, and let us do the best that we can, and let us be the best that we have been under the eyes of God. God today has demonstrated he had not forsaken Mangaung in spite of all the problems that it had. He is with us. I thank you very much.
Councillor Masu, I think it's then also just fair to ask you to take up your position and to maybe address the House.
Good to see you, Daddy. Okay, it's great to see you, Daddy. Thank you.
Honorable Speaker, honorable councillors, the executive mayor, Tate Mokoena, the deputy executive mayor, Nema Paseka Nkwani. Yes. I'm deeply honored to be elected as council whip of Mangaung Metro Municipality. I was reading from the legislative provisions in the report, and what came to my mind was, well, I'm elected by the parties in this council, which means there is an expectation from all parties represented in this council. I think Councillor Mongale mentioned a few expectations, and they are tabulated in this report. I can only say one thing. I'm as committed as ever to serve the residents of Mangaung. This is not an easy job, but if one understands the responsibility that comes with such an election, then one can say, I will only accept if I do understand that I have to serve the residents of Mangaung. May I also, because I don't want to make a long speech, otherwise I might speak more than my executive mayor, which I don't think it will be correct. I just want to say to one, all political parties in Mangaung, my leader there said, I have an open door policy. Believe you me, I have worked in the public service. I know what it means. I have served for 30 years in the public service, and I know exactly what it takes to sit in that position. You have my number, you have the office. I don't know where the office is, but I will later learn where it is. But believe you me, first thing in the morning, political parties, you can knock at the door. The important part is we have a community to serve, not ourselves. And because of that, I am also committing, like my executive mayor, that I will do my level best to serve the residents of Mangaung. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Councillor Masu. Okay. Item 54 in committee reports, the letter of concurrence by the Minister. Unfortunately, we have not yet received that letter of concurrence. We were hoping to table it in Council today, but we are still awaiting that report and letter from the minister. So we will not be able to discuss that. Yes, then sorry, can I ask the media and the live streaming to leave the council chambers?